Good morning, guys. I've been watching my videos on YouTube and I don't understand what it is that's going on, because when I actually take the videos or record, even if I play it back on Movie Maker, it's fine. But when it goes onto YouTube, something happens in the process and it goes a bit crazy. But it doesn't do it for anything else, not for Movie Maker, not for taking them off the camera and putting them onto my hard drive. No, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm out at Canley Ford and the time is, let's have a look. It is 9:25 and it's Thursday today. When I bring my mobile, you at least get the correct day and time. I've just come for a little walk off the main path. Oh dear. I was so ill yesterday. I didn't get out of bed till 5 o'clock. It was terrible. I think it's kind of, you know, you've been through so much tension, really. That when everything has gone, I don't know if any of you are like this, but I certainly am. I can get through anything. I swear. Any kind of crisis. And while it's going on, I am calm. I am chilled out. I am seeking solutions. And I can deal with it. And people comment on, you know, your strength and your ability and all of this. But it's like once it's actually over, say 24 hours or 48 hours over, it's like my body goes into a relapse, you know. Anyway, Mustaf, bless him, he got his friend Kaba to bring me some homemade vegetable soup from the shop. Mustaf made it and Kaba dropped it round to me. So the first food I had to eat, really, morning glory, was that soup at 5. And today my body is aching. And I don't know why it should ache. But I kind of think it's very emotional, very emotional. And I guess that when you're a parent, it's not even when you're a parent, when I was a little girl and I used to go off on my own, you know, I used to want to make sure that my invisible friends weren't worried or scared by anything. And that has held true, honestly, for every situation I've ever been in. And I've been in some sticky situations in my time. But I can laugh, I can joke, I can sing. It's just like everything's normal. And then, when it's all over and everything's sorted, I can cry. It's like a massive release. Life, eh? Life. Oh, life. I had a talk with Mustaf yesterday. We were going through, last night this was, we were going through kind of the events of this miracle that began, really, with Catherine saying she was looking for an 8-seater car. And that prompting Mustafa and I to think, yeah, well, you know, this car we've got isn't going to last forever. Because we were searching with Catherine and obviously seeing what you could get. And we were thinking how great it would be to get a camper van so that he and I could go off on his days off and, you know, just take our own food. Mustafa doesn't really like eating in restaurants, and he's an exceptional cook. But being able to take our dogs, because if we go out somewhere and we do want to go in a restaurant, of course in this country you can't take dogs in restaurants. You can't take dogs anywhere, which was slightly different from Wales, because when we went down to the little holiday village, everywhere it said dogs are welcome, and that was the same in Glastonbury as well. It's only here that we get so I don't know, tense about things maybe. But you know, I started then to track back that miracle, track it back and track it back. I mean, we were just looking from the point of view of, yes, we'd started to look for cars for Catherine, and then my clutch cable went and Catherine got a car, and then we saw our car and it wasn't exactly what we'd planned to get. We weren't looking for an 8-seater, we were actually looking for one we could sleep in. And just how God puts it all together. And I said to Mustafa, you know, these miracles are put in front of us all the time. And within each of us, there are two voices. I don't know what that says, but if I do that, I should be able to read it later. And, you know, when I realised that Catherine was homeless and, you know, she had kept this to herself until the very kind of last minute, you know, you get voices in your head. And you get the one that says, there must be something we can do to help. You know, she should come here with the children. And then you get this other voice that kind of says, well, no, we've had no time on our own together. Samira's only just gone. Mustafa's been working hard. You know, we need some space to just be us. And you realise that these two voices come from two very, very different places, guys. You know, the one is compassion. The one voice is compassionate. And it actually comes from the heart. And it really is the guidance of God. And the other voice is more more kind of subjective. You know, it's all about me and what I want, and it's very childish as well. Very kind of, well, I could do that, but I'm not going to, because if I do that, then this is going to happen and that's going to happen. And the point is that the miracles are there all the time. You can look back, track back, and you can see that God actually placed these situations in front of you and then guided you with God's guidance from your heart. And we have the opportunity to actually, this is where we had our picnic. We were all sitting here on this bench and the children were there, and this is the lovely little wood that we played hide and seek in. Let's go in, see if I can hear them going 28, 29, 30, coming, ready or not, bum bum, where are you? Here's another notice, I wonder what that says. No camping, no fires. It has been noted that a person or persons are currently chopping down trees in this wood. How horrible. That's terrible. We didn't chop down any trees. Yes, look, someone's chopped down a tree. How crazy. But yes, this is the little wood we played hide and seek in. And as you can see right down there, it goes straight out into the meadow again. This was a perfect hide and seek place, really. And it's also the bit about what you sow, so shall you reap. If you go with God's guidance, with compassion and from the heart, you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded so many times. And if you go with the other, the me, the mine, the I, this is going to mess up my life. It's her fault anyway. Why didn't she do anything? It's not my responsibility. Then you will also reap what you sow. And you might think afterwards, you know, why has this happened to me? Why is nobody helping me? Why do I always have to do it alone? Do you understand what I mean, guys? And we have been so programmed. I believe that this compassionate voice, this the universe, this compassionate voice, this voice from the heart, this voice of love and giving and care, we've just been programmed to block it out. We don't even feel with our hearts anymore. Everything is a head thing. You know, it's all directed at you, the individual, and about what you can get for yourself, and how it's all right to cheat, and it's all right to take. You know, you're worth it. Nobody else is, but you are. I don't know. You know, these miracles, your miracle began, as I said yesterday, with your conception, you know, and it's an ongoing miracle. Every single step of the way, it's a miracle. Every step of the way. And it's really us that directs which way the miracle leads us in some senses, because we're given opportunities. We are given the chance all along the way to make choices with God's guidance from our hearts that are filled with compassion, or choices that are centered solely around what benefits there are in it for us. And it was hard to look after the children. Most days while Catherine was getting sorted, I had all 6 children, and I can remember one point where everyone's in my house, and Noah said, "Granny, I'll make you a cup of coffee." I said, "Oh, that would be lovely." Canley Ford. I said, "That'd be lovely, Noah." So he went through to my kitchen, and then Summer, she went out into the garden Shania went upstairs for something, so now in my living room are just 3 little babies. A 2-year-old, nearly 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And I was watching them, and then I suddenly realised that Noah knows that I like my drinks from a glass, but I have glasses for tea and coffee, and then there's ordinary drinking glasses. And it's suddenly just, and she's all right in this water because it's flowing, and then it suddenly just struck me. So I ran through to the kitchen, and sure enough, Noah was making my coffee, just about to pour the boiling water into a thin glass. No, we're going to go this way. Come on, Abby. And so I ran through to him. I didn't run, I went at a quick pace, and then said, "Oh, Noah," and explained. And when I turned round, because you can see from my kitchen straight through into my living room, the youngest child was bouncing on my table, and another one had gone behind the sofa to get all of the toys. And you're kind of running this way and that way, and trying to remain calm and let the children enjoy themselves. And I thought about my dear friend and sister Ray in America, who made a choice with her heart, guided by God, to look after 3 children. And about how that must have been, and such a change from the lifestyle that she had. But I guess if you asked Ray, knowing what you know now, Ray, you know, and you could turn back the clock, would you say no and instead pursue your own dreams? Or do you actually realise that this is the dream and you didn't quite realise it until it was presented to you, gift wrapped in 3 children? They had such good fun here, you know. They were building mud dams, sand castles. Honey, where's your stick? And I suppose, you know, like Mustaf said, so what will you get from this? I said, Mustaf, I already got it, guy. You know, I got to really play. I got to run around. I got to paddle. I got to splash. I got to make cakes. I got to read books. I got cuddles. I heard "I love you, Granny" so many times. I got smiles. I got bathing 6 children all in my jacuzzi bath with bubbles everywhere, making bubble sculptures. And I suppose some people would think of that, that's a reward, but that's not a Porsche or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. That's not a diamond ring or a ruby or even a garnet. That's not like £500,000 or a promotion. No, it's something much more than that, because when you give with God's guidance, when you go with God's guidance from the heart with compassion, that is exactly where the rewards lie. They come in heartfelt bliss and gratitude and thanks. Hey ho, guys, hey ho. Butterflies, butterflies. They remind me so much of life. Hey, little butterfly. It's beautiful here. Now look at these. What do you think they are? They look so much like blueberries. I'm wondering if they're sloes. There's blackberries below. Lovely. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go look at all of the wild orchids there. Oh my word. Come on, guys, let's go and have a look at them. Careful where you put your feet. Just when it's... Look at these blackberries. Oh my word. Come on, Rose. Just keep going, you intrepid explorer, you. Look at these wild orchids, a go-go. Oh my word. How beautiful. Well, I guess I shall leave here now, guys. Need to take some pictures of these. They're absolutely dandy. Oh, wow. Look at that. So, keep looking up, guys. You never know what you might see. Blackberries, blueberries, elderberries up there. Look at the elderberries. Wow, I hope you can see them. Yeah, keep looking up, guys. And remember to enjoy life, live it. It is exactly why you are here. Is that right? Little orchids, the orchids are saying it is. It is. So from Honey and Ebby, Ebby's through there eating some grass. Honey! Honey and my feet. I don't know where Honey is. I look at the little bees, the little hovery things saying, breakfast. There's Honey. So from Honey and Ebby and my feet and the beautiful orchids in paradise, it's goodbye. I love you all. And listen to those two voices, not with your ears, but with your emotions. See which way you go. Bye.